So let's talk about your new book, and this one is coming out of a lot of response you're getting from teens who've reached out to you.
Yeah. So I've just been sharing my story for years, and now that Justin has his fan base, I have over 2 million Twitter followers that call me mom. Yeah. And so I just feel a responsibility to be able to talk to them, and since I can't respond to every one of them, I thought doing a teen version of this book would be a good way.
So what are some of the big questions that you get from your followers?
Oh, they ask me stuff about their parents, and they ask me things about bullying, and a lot of them talk about things like cutting and depression and anxiety. And since I went through a lot of depression, I was, suicidal when I was a teenager. I feel like a lot of them can relate, and so many of them coming up to me at book signings saying, showing me their scars and saying, I used to cut, but I don't now because of you and your story. And some of them crying and saying, you saved my life. I was suicidal, and you really gave your story gave me hope and inspiration.
So it's an incredible feeling. I can't even imagine. Now, a lot of the book is more targeted toward the females versus the males. Now, having raised a male, what's the difference between raising a boy versus a girl, would you think?
Yeah, well, I don't know if the story is necessarily, I think it's geared towards males and females. I think I just have a lot more females because of his fan base. Yeah. But I do. I feel like I have a lot of daughters. I feel like the young people they all call me mom. They're so sweet. I have such a heart for them. And, me being a girl, I can relate to so many things that they're going through.
You've started a new foundation. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yep, it's called Round 2. The idea is when you get knocked down in round 1 of life, here comes round 2. So many things that knock us down, like addictions and depression, anxiety, even teen pregnancy. There's so many things that we're going to be doing. Our first initiative is to help pay for counseling for people that can't afford it.
That's great. You have a lot of quotes that you live by. Do you have one favorite quote that you live by and that you tell others about to live by?
I'd say one of the big ones I say is those that are the hardest to love need it the most. And sometimes that even applies to ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've got to ask you about Justin. He's got 2 shows in Toronto. You go to every single show.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I'm with him.
When you can.
When I'm with him, yes.
I need to ask you this. He's been all over the media. Do you think he's being treated fairly?
I think, regardless of how he needs to get there, I think he's gonna come out on top. Sometimes we have to learn the hard way or, learn our own way, but I think he's going to be okay.
And best piece of advice from mom to him is?
I don't know, stay grounded, be humble. I think he's doing a great job.